how should we be seeing TCS over the next 5 to 10 years in terms of its ability to scale, in terms of its ability to grow faster, not than the smaller Indian peers, but maybe even the large global peers? You know, where do you see the competitive threats coming in over the course of the next 5 to 10 years? Like today, when I look at IT services, not just outsourced, there are many large players. I mean, that are doing faster growth, maybe even. So, what would your way of looking at this be?
Priyanka, a lot of questions bundled into one. So let me answer at least one, and then we'll save the others for later.
Okay, thanks.
The way we are trying to seek is that growth is important to us. We have an internal saying that growth is the source of our energy. And growth and momentum is important to us. And our strategy is to ensure that we maintain growth momentum so that we can constantly transform to stay relevant and keep this as a sustainable model. So there is no absolute growth threshold that we are seeking, nor are we seeking to be the highest growth or the by X numbers or in X market. What is important is that as an organization, can we have a healthy growth? And for better or for worse, we kind of defined that saying, can we get to a double-digit growth, right? And that is just a number in the sand, as it were, or a line in the sand. But important thing is, can we continuously grow? Because that will show us that we are relevant to our customer universe and we are positioned in the right places. And it will give us the momentum to continue investing to keep ourselves relevant to customers, and that will maintain the sustainability of our business model. That is the medium to long-term perspective at which we are going. What happens around, and we will remain competitive, and we will compete with different segments at different points in time. But if you sit back and, as you said, if you think about TCS, you should think about TCS as somebody riding a cycle. You got to keep on moving, and you got to make sure that your balance is there. Then it's you can enjoy the ride and go a long distance, and that's what we're trying to structure ourselves for.
Okay, that's a very conservative answer, Rajesh. I'm not surprised. TCS has always been conservative when it talks about these things and different about delivery. But still, I mean, isn't this an industry that's going to grow? You'd have to do something very wrong to not be able to get growth, right? I mean, given what a well-oiled machine you are, you'd have to make some really big strategic errors to not get growth. So is it just enough to be a person on a cycle? You don't want to be the guy driving a Lamborghini?
No, absolutely. I think we are set up for being a person on the cycle and who cycles far and cycles well, right? But it's not an industry where growth or sustainability is a given. Okay, it's a very unforgiving industry. You get off the line, you will get thrown off. Not that you cannot recover, but then it takes a lot to recover, and that also you have seen play out. So getting overexcited is not necessarily a great thing. Staying conservative, staying true to who you are, and playing for the long haul, that has its own merits, and that's where we are, where we are positioned. And I think we are fairly transparent about it to all our stakeholders, whether it be employees, customers, or investors, and they value us. So we must be doing something right, and we'll continue doing that.